Okay, hello everyone. So today is Monday, the 29th of July. Let's see what we've got now with gold. Remember, today's a swing day. Friday was also a swing day. And I did say on Thursday and Friday you could buy these levels. Well, on Friday you didn't have a video, but on Thursday I did say this was your zone. And if you bought and on Friday you should be okay. Now look what we have here. We've got a PST breakout, which is fine on the PST, and we've got targets going up into that 65, 2,470, 87 zone. Okay, so we've got room to go up into 2,470, 87, and as you can see, we're in this zone. Now, this is the first Astro hour. I've already put the Astro hours on the weekend and the swing days on the weekend, and if you take a look, you'll see the swing days as well. For gold, it's also a swing day today. Okay, so this is a good impulse wave. Should the market also come back, it may do so because the weekly PST, okay, the weekly PST is down here. So if the market does come back down, going back up is not a bad idea. And this zone, okay, the place where it might come back to is here. Now also the market may not come back, okay, and it may keep pushing up. Okay, it may keep pushing up around these hours. Why? Because we've got the PST breakout. Okay, so this is not a bad spot. The market doesn't have any gaps. It's opened nicely, pushed up. On the smaller time frame, it's filled in the gap, so this is all okay. So the market going up from even here is okay, from down here is also okay to go back up. On the weekly, because we have that level, which is 2,355, 2,355 is all the way down here. Okay, so there's initially, really there are initially two levels on the pullback, which is here and all the way down here. All right, but I'm saying this zone, if we're at a swing hour here, trading hour there, I think is also okay according to my analysis to get in on those aspects. Now you should also check out your swing days for the future as well on Monday, and also the news, right? You got to make sure you check your news and make sure you're on top of your game, because we've got news coming out Tuesday going into Friday. Okay, so this is gold. I'm bullish on gold, and we have a PST breakout on the daily, so that's how it should be. One thing just need to be mindful of is on the weekly we might have a pullback in order to go up, and either way that's fine. And this is 2,489 up there, okay, which is also okay with the daily, because if I come to the daily, I've got 2,487 on the last leg, okay, on the last red there. Okay, so here, so that's also doable. Okay, so a nice pullback and ABC down into the order block zone and to push up. Now, like I said, just be mindful on that weekly level. If there's a sharp pullback, okay, then you understand that we might pull back a little bit. Take the sweeps as well, because there's a bit of a gap here, and then go up. Okay, but in any case, you should be looking to go up at those swing trade hours. Euro dollar, let's take a look. Now the weeks come down. We have a new setup here, as you can see, on the euro dollar as well. If the market comes down into that 46, which is 1.0830, 1.0830, I'm just going to push this up a little bit here, 1.0830, and I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, this is also okay. Just don't buy the tops. If it comes down, I think we're okay to go long. On the weekly, it's sold off, so the market could push up to sell down as well. And on the monthly, as you can see, we're in that triangle. Remember, I put this up a long time ago, so you need to keep an eye on this, okay? Ideally, I wanted to see the market come down in order to go up, but we have a breakout here, so this could push further up, okay? So if that does happen, then this will be 1, 2, and we're just going to be in the third, going all the way up. So this means we're going to have to play both sides on the euro dollar. On the daily, as you can see, this is a good push up, so we might have an A, B, C down, which sounds logical to me. Okay, so a bit of a push up into this zone is logical. If you want to buy into there, that's fine, but remember it's already entered that bar here, so it's a bit tricky, but still going into there is okay. So what I would do is, let the market come back down before I do any buying on this one. Why? Because you can see this is the top zone here. All right, so you don't want to be buying at the top of the channel. All right, so you can do this. Just bear with me. Okay, so we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we come down, this is your buy zone if you want to buy. Okay. Here, do you want to sell? It's a question. Okay, because if you want to go up, if the market comes up into this zone, it's a little. Let me just do a goodbye kiss there. Euro dollar is a little tricky. Okay, that's your goodbye kiss. Okay. So slightly higher at the top of the channel, okay, at a swing hour or a trade hour to sell down is also logical. All right, so you can play the top and the bottom. Let's take a look at SP 500. Now remember, SP 500 swing day today. Okay, so we've got a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. What do we got? Yeah, I've put them there anyway, so Mondays for sure. Now remember last week we had Friday as well, okay, on the swing day for the SP 500. All right, so just bear with me. Yeah, so SP 500 last week we had Tuesday, Wednesday, okay, and we had a Dow Jones Friday. So Dow Jones being a Friday swing day also made it for NASDAQ and SP 500. All right, so this week you just got to watch for other swing days. When it comes back up, selling is going to be an option again because it's a big sell-off. Okay, if it retraces, highly likely we're just going to go above that and then sell off. So this is a good breakout if the market does pull back a little bit into the goodbye kiss 37 5,410. So having a 5,410, which is quite far down actually, all the way down there, okay, is, you can see here that was a big sell-off, so we'll have to wait and see here. Okay, why? Because it is a bit of a sell-off, but there's no gap, so all you can look for is a good buy kiss. If you want to go aggressive, if at a swing hour you want to go long on the closing opening zone here, it's okay because there's a gap here, so this should come back down. So Asia bought in, London, New York will probably bring it down before they do any buying. Okay, and this has not gone above the high of Thursday. Okay, and this has just done sweeps on the high of Friday, so potentially and logically we should come back before going up. If you want to buy into it, it should come back down to here or there, the low of Asia, where they found some support. Okay, so this could be a zone there on the daily pivot or there at swing hours. Ideally, that's your goodbye kiss, coming down, sweeping stops, going up. Let's take a look at Dow Jones. Now Dow Jones is already up here. Okay, you can see that was a Friday swing day, beautiful day. Okay, right on there. So this is not a buying zone. So the market can even go down into a sell-off. So with this, look, with the Dow Jones, we should be on a sell day. 41,122. Dow Jones is a swing day Monday, so we should sell this off. Okay, this is a good sell-off location. I'm going to get rid of that now. That 72 is a price of 41,122. 41,122 is there. So a little bit more up and then selling down is okay. I don't mind doing that. If it goes up first, that's better for us. We should sell this off. That's on the weekly. And on the daily, let's see what we have here, which is 66. And that's 49.60. So 40,960. This is your kill zone. All right, so you want to be selling up here. Okay, and then you can target the daily and the weekly, and then all the way back down here. Okay, so this is a good push up to sell down again, and because it's a swing day, I think selling that high is not a bad idea at all on the Dow Jones. Okay, so remember all the indices also go together. So let's just do this. So if we go up first, selling is a good option. Okay, there you go. And yeah, and then we should come down into here. So that could be a good scenario for us. Okay, so that will be your bar there. So selling up here, filling in the gap, selling here, and then selling off is okay. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ swing day today as, today's swing day for the indices actually. Nicely. Okay, so, but this is a breakout on the NASDAQ, so you don't want to stand in front there. This is tapped in, so maybe a bit of a retracement before selling off again. Where to? It's a good question. So this is going to be your zone 19,458, 19,458 there. Okay, if it comes down first, you can go long, but you got to cover yourself here because this is where they sold heavy. All right, you see where they sold heavy, bought heavy. So that's a buy zone here, okay, because that's your support zone. Okay, so if it dips down, closes the gap, the daily pivot, Friday closing price, today opening price, that's a zone you can go long at. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any gaps before, so that's all good. The other options, obviously, the lower Friday with a sweep on the PST, if you want to do the goodbye kiss, 19,096, 19,096 is there. Okay, but this is a bit tricky because there's the gap there. So I'd still recommend the market to pull down at least into this zone to close the gap, and then if you're going to buy into it at a trade hour, then you can. Okay, if it goes up first, obviously, then this is going to be a first sell zone, that's going to be a second sell zone. But because we have a PST breakout, I do not recommend standing in front of it trying to sell it off, because we've got targets up there into 55, which is 20,000, 18, 80, and 143. So I wouldn't stand in front of it. Okay, better thing is to buy the pullback. On the Dow Jones though, you can sell because those levels are daily in PST, on the weekly and the daily levels. Bitcoin, let's take a look now. Bitcoin, remember Sunday was a swing day with Bitcoin. Let's see how that panned out. That's your Sunday there, okay? And then we've got the breakout today. So once this is broken out, obviously we're going what, higher, okay? So that's your weekly level there. So where could that take us? Into 68, price of 76,400. So this thing doesn't seem to be coming back. 70, so we're going into 76,400. This is a clear breakout. Now if it pulls back, you want to be a buyer. Okay, and Bitcoin has a swing day Monday, so you should only buy if it pulls back first. Okay, again, here is a level you can buy in because the market broke out here. Okay, so that's the breakout. Why are we okay to now buy? Because of the PST breakout. And that's 83, 84, 78, 77, 500, 78, 200. Okay, so because of the breakout, I'm okay to buy here because now it looks like we're going to be breaking out into 76 zone there. Okay, so that's fine. This is a channel. If you've learned technical analysis from me, you can contra channel it and then you can see where you're going to go with it if you're trading Bitcoin. Okay, let's see the weekly. In the weekly, like I said, it's got room. So if this thing breaks out, which it has on the PST daily, so I'd be confident to buy on any pullback. Check if there's a gap here, okay, on the daily, which is the high of that is what, 85,986, let's say, which is, that can't be right, so that must be 66. Yeah, 66, which is down here. 66. Just be mindful for 66. Okay, any sudden falls into 66 around here is also a buy zone because of the gap there. I think there's a bit of a gap there. Let's see the low of that. Oh no, that's okay. 66,600, maybe just a bit. Still would be careful about here, but this has got good room to go up. So if you're buying, if you want to buy, definitely on the weekly, daily, any pullback is okay. This is a gap here, so it should pull back before buying and going back up. So we should have a bit of a push down. Okay, just like with the indices as well, coming back to filling gaps to go long.